Happy New Year, gremlins. So normally I don't start in the bedroom, but we're waiting for lunch slash probably dinner because we ordered a lot of food to be delivered. So we're having Buffalo Wild Wings because Krista wanted wings, but we're doing cauliflower wings, I think. She's doing physical therapy, so I keep pointing at her, but she's actively working on physical therapy for her finger. So yes, so I'm waiting for food and I'm just in the bedroom. Well, I had to work a little bit this morning, then went back to bed, and then we slept in because we took the dogs out super late last night, but before midnight. And we're just watching Gilmore Girls and hanging out. So really the only reading thing that's happening in this vlog that's like a specific book, I decided I wanted to reread Little Women, but I started like very slowly reading it after Christmas on Libby. I did get it from Libby. So I'm using Libby to read it, but I did find a full cast audio on Audible. So tomorrow during work, I'm going to listen to it. And we're going to watch the 1994 movie at some point this week before the vlog is over. But the really exciting thing is happening is my library is hosting an event on the 4th, which is Saturday, and you're coming because it's going to be like a historical tour and like a big anniversary thing. So I'm very excited. But I thought I would start the vlog now while I'm waiting for food to show up, while Krista's doing her physical therapy, while we have Gilmore Girls paused, just to let you know what's going on. So it'll be mostly Little Women. I have in the past read Joe's Boys and Little Men, but I really just wanted to reread Little Women because for some bizarre reason, it has been showing up on everything. It has been in other people's YouTube videos. It randomly showed up on my Instagram. And then it showed up, the newer movie showed up on Hulu, and I was like, I feel like the universe wants me to reread Little Women. So that's what we're doing. I don't know what chapter I'm on right now. I have gotten far enough in that we have had some wild events. If you do not know Little Women, it is the book by Louisa May Alcott. I also follow the Alcott house on Instagram because you can do like historic tours and stuff, which I didn't know.
Where is that located?
Oh god, I should know. All I can tell you is it's in the north because they're making blue patches for their father's jacket. Oh, I should know. Hold on. I have two hands, unlike my wife.
Show off.
She has two hands. She has a broken finger, which is really affecting her use of her entire left hand. Let's do Alcott house.
Yeah, you should tell them when you break a finger, they break your entire hand.
They really do.
To fix the finger, and then you have to rehab your entire hand, all of your fingers.
Yes. It's in Concord, Massachusetts.
Drivable?
Possibly. So Orchard House is where Little Women is set. In 1868. But yes, but I follow it because someone went there for like a trip and I saw it and I was like, oh, that would be really cool. But so far in Little Women, I have gotten to the point where we've met all of the women. So we have met Meg. Oh, I think Food's here. I gotta go. I will fill you in, I promise. You've probably read or are aware of Little Women, so this isn't a huge thing, but when I get to actually reading it, again in this vlog, we'll get to it. But yeah, this is just a cozy Little Women going to my library vlog. I'm so excited about this tour, but I gotta go get food. I'm just so excited. It's 120th anniversary and they're doing a historic tour, and if you haven't seen the video where I showed my library, it is the coolest library ever. Okay, I gotta go. I gotta get food. The dogs are going wild. I will talk to you later, gremlins. See, I told you. Possibly also dinner. We have nachos, we have pickled chips, cheese curd, cauliflower wings, and a chicken sandwich. Okay, with fries. But yeah, so we're gonna eat the nachos first because those I cannot reheat at all.
I took the spicy peppers off of them.
Good plan. But yeah, so we're gonna eat and watch Gilmore Girls, but I just thought I would show you the food. So yes, it's just going to be a very cozy January 1st with food and cats. Please ignore the laundry. It has not been put away in months. Our things are full. I don't know what to tell you. But yes, I'll have updates for you about things at some point when we're done eating and just relaxing. Hi, good morning. My throat is a little sore. It's not really sore, it's just like my voice sounds funny. And I'm trying not to talk too much. So I'm making coffee. I'm having that pumpkin spice Gilmore Girls coffee. It's really good in my Luke's cup. I checked and I think I'm on chapter 7 of Little Women. So today I'm going to switch to the audiobook because I will be working, so I need it on. But in the book, if you have not ever read Little Women, we're focusing on Meg, Jo, Beth, and Amy, and Marmee, who is their mother, and Hannah, who is their like live-in person. She like helps with the house. Then Lori, who is actually Theodore Lawrence, but Lori, who lives next door with his grandfather, Mr. Lawrence. So this is set during Civil War times. So the March daughter, like, oh gosh, I can't even talk today. All of the girls' father is serving as a chaplain, I believe. So he's not like actively fighting because he's an older man, but he's acting in like a religious capacity for the Union Army. And we are seeing their life with him gone. They also apparently used to have money, but it was lost. A great deal of it was lost in a bad deal. So only Meg really remembers when they had money, but we see them trying to sort of have a happy life, even though they are not as wealthy as they once were, and they're like people they know still have money, so they sometimes compare themselves to others. If you have not read the books at all, Meg, the oldest sister, is sort of like the one who remembers being wealthy, I already said, but she wants to be sort of in nobility-ish. Like, she wants to be a higher-ranking person. She wants to be seen as someone to be kind of like honored, kind of adored. But she's also very practical. Like, she is taking care of her sister. She actually has a job at a family down the road's home where she takes care of their children and the house a bit. Jo is, I feel like the character a number of people always say that they relate to the most. She's the reader. She's boyish is how she's described. She becomes friends with Lori first. She wants to write plays. She does a number of plays and her sisters act in them. Later, Lori does join in. So Jo is sort of the writer, the more like, not dangerous, but she gets herself into situations because of her temper. Then Beth is meek, very quiet, loves playing the piano. She is the sister who is very, very timid. She doesn't really leave the house. She stays at home and kind of educates herself. She takes care of some kittens. She has a thing with dolls that she takes care of. She's very like motherly, but she's very sort of, she will be sickly later in the book because I've read this before. And then Amy is the youngest, and she's a little vain, and she really wants what other people have. In a way, it is slightly similar to Meg in that they both kind of want to have well-established families. They want to be at events. They want to go to parties. But Amy's is a younger sort of like, but I really want that. And she doesn't really think through things. She just has this great desire to like have everything she can have, and she doesn't think about the fact that maybe they can't afford that all the time, and she's a little spoiled-ish, even though there's not really much they can do to spoil her. But the sisters do take care of each other. Marmee is working, so she's not always home, and they kind of take care of each other, and Hannah takes care of them. And that's about as far as I am. There's been a play already. We've gotten Lori really introduced to the family, and Mr. Lawrence has taken a liking to Beth because she really enjoys playing the piano. And yeah, I'm really not very far. The audiobook will help. It's just, we've been watching a lot of stuff, and Krista and I have just been still recovering from being sick, so I haven't read a ton. I am excited for the audiobook though, because it's full cast. And I think Laura Dern is one of the main voices. I have to look again, but I'm gonna start that soon. I'm catching up on some booktube real quick, then I will start that. But that's it so far. I'll show you when I start it, just because I want to like show the voices a little bit. But yeah, for now, that's all I have for you on my Little Women reread. Not a ton. We ate food. We did wind up eating Buffalo Wild Wings for dinner too, just so you know. And then, I don't know, Krista, I think, has to work late tonight, so we're playing stuff by ear. We have some leftovers for her, and I have a veggie, like a slice of veggie lasagna in the freezer that I think I'm going to do for dinner. But I am going to go. I have work, so I will talk to you, well, I'll update you when I have updates for you. So yes, please be ready for a clip of Little Women audiobook, because I'm very curious. I'm so curious. I love that they're full cast audios. So I'm very intrigued. I love a full cast. But yes, I will talk to you in a bit.
Remember all my adventures and tell you that when I get back, it's the least I can do. You've been so kind and helpful.
Meg stood and surveyed the go-abroady trunk which she'd been packing with some assistance and which was now half filled.
What did Mother give you out of the treasure box? A pair of silk stockings, that card fan, and a lovely blue sash. You could have had my coral bracelet if I hadn't smashed it. Thank you, Joe. Now let me see. There's my poplin to wear on Sunday and at the small party. Looks heavy for spring, don't it? Never mind.
Hello. Okay, you're a little crooked, but we're keeping you where you are. I am cold. But it is the start of my lunch break. I made a fresh cup of coffee, but I'm filling you in very quickly before I like go eat food. One sec, I'm gonna take a sip. So cold. It's not even like wildly cold out. I'm just cold. Yes, book. So I was incorrect. I was actually on, I'm gonna put this down, chapter 9. Meg goes to Vanity Fair. So I started the audiobook on chapter 9, and this audiobook is so good. I listened to another one that was full audio on here, and I really enjoyed that one too, but this one is so much fun. There's sound effects, there's going in and out, there's background sounds. Where I am at this point, so I don't want to like recap the whole book for you, but I did want to hit some of the points that are like emotional. So, positives for Jo. She does get published, and she's gotten published a few times, which is very exciting. We have Amy realizing that she sort of needs to work on reflecting on herself a little bit more, and trying to be a more like, I'm trying to think of the best way to explain it, like a more conscientious woman is really sort of how that's going. And she and Lori begin spending more time together. Then Beth gets scarlet fever, which is horrible, but she does get sick. The issue is that in this story, Beth, the timid, the caring, she gets ill. They fear that Beth will die, but then Beth recovers, but is still very weak after her time with scarlet fever. So we got that point, and all of that is very sad, and it's been a while, and I was like, I think this is too early. I do not think Beth dies yet, but I could not remember, and I was like, does Beth die now? Does Beth die? And I was like very worried for Beth because I could not remember when Beth died. That's a bit of a spoiler, but this is a well-known medium, and Beth is sickly for the rest of this book. Sorry, that's a touch of a spoiler, but like I was very emotional even for a reread. Then what else? Brain. Oh, Meg. Meg has become a lady, kind of. She is married to a Mr. Brooke, which initially her aunt March did not approve of, but she is married. She's just had twins, which is adorable. And we did a time jump. So there was the story, and then we jumped 3 years to the point where Meg was getting married. Well, getting married and having the children, somewhere in there. We did a 3-year time jump. And Mr. March has come back from the war. He was able to come back. He was very ill, but he was nursed back to health and came home. And I think so far that's really everything. Lori, or Teddy as Jo calls him, has been spending a tremendous amount of time with the March sisters, and there is a mention of Jo trying to be like, Lori should get with Meg. And I was like, oh, that's adorable. I had forgotten that. So as a slight teaser, kind of, and I did not fact check this, but I believe it to be correct because I heard it a few times when I was younger and like reading things about the books, and people who had read them when they were children had told me about it. This was like a serialized story, and initially Louisa May Alcott was going to have Jo and Teddy get together. They were gonna like get together, slash Lori, because I believe there's a Teddy in later books too. They were going to get together and be an item, but so many people kept telling her they're barking at cars or the mail. I don't even know anymore. They've been barking all day. But Louisa May Alcott kept getting letters or like hearing that people wanted them together. And she became so annoyed that people were like constantly being like, oh, Joe and Teddy have to get together, have to get together, have to get together. Like, all of this, like, they must get together. And she decided that she was so frustrated by people insisting they had to be together that she was no longer going to have them be together. And she was like, no, nope, Joe does not get with Teddy / Lori. She was like, no, it's not happening. Sorry. Just because she didn't want to do what everyone wanted her to do. Which, humorously, Meg, there's a chapter, like a section, where she's being asked about whether she has feelings for Mr. Brooke. And she initially was going to be like, no, I don't. But her aunt is like, you cannot be with him. Blah, 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 blah. And then she's like, I love him. And I was like, oh my goodness, Miss Alcott. So yes, that's like where I feel like it's written in earlier that Louisa May Alcott also herself is a bit of a, well, if you tell me not to, I'm going to do it. Or if you tell me I have to do it, I'm not doing it. So just as an FYI, they were actually supposed to be together. From what I heard, again, I have not like substantiated this claim, but I thought it was common knowledge. So he doesn't get with Joe because she was annoyed. I don't have very much of the audiobook left. I think I have 2 hours. I'm gonna get real close to you real sec. Real close to you real quick is what I meant to say. I am a little cold and my brain is like, you're cold, don't think. 2 hours and 43 minutes left of the audiobook. And so I'm on chapter 29, Calls. I can probably finish this today because I will have time after work. So I think I'll actually wind up finishing the audiobook today, which is nice. The other thing that I wanted to do, besides watch the 1994 movie, which Krista already knows about because I think we have to rent it on Amazon or something. But I also want to rewatch The March Family Letters, which was a web series back during the height of web series when a lot of web series were doing like based off of classics. There was, oh gosh, what was it? Oh no, what is the name of it? Oh my goodness. There were so many of them that were like inspired by larger books. There was, oh no, I'm not even gonna remember now. If I will think of it when I get to YouTube because I'm sure it's gonna suggest things. But The March Family Letters was one that I was very invested in. I watched it as soon as it came out. So I want to rewatch that because I don't remember it being a particularly long web series and it follows the course of the novel with a lot of things cut out. So I want to put that on at some point. The goal of this, because we have the library thing on Saturday and tomorrow, Krista and I took the day off in advance. Like we had taken it off a while ago just to give us a day at the start of the year to relax in the event that we were super busy and she had to work a bunch. So I might start it today, might start it Friday. I haven't decided. We have the library thing that I'm so excited about and I'm just gonna ask when we get there if I can film some of it because I really want to. And then Sunday we'll just be at home, I think. Krista might have to work. I think she may or may not have night court. I don't remember. But we'll go from there. But I'm gonna go. I need to eat food. I also think I need to blow my nose because my nose feels like it's running off my face. So I will talk to you when I finish Little Women, my dear gremlins.
For you, that for as long as you live, you'll all be happy. As happy, indeed, as you are today.
You have been listening to Little Women by Louisa May Alcott, dramatized for audio by Guy Meredith and R.D. Carstairs, a wireless theater production for Audible Originals, directed by Robert Valentine, starring Laura Dern as the narrator, Suzanne Torin as Marmee, Alison Hiroto as Meg, Lauren Fortgang as Jo, Emily Bauer as Beth, and
Hello, I am in bed and I feel like I sound and look sicker than I did previously. So I worked my whole work day. I actually had to work late. So I am out tomorrow, but not, Krista and I requested off. I think I already told you. We requested off a long time ago. And so it's fun that I have the day off, but I'm very sure we're just going to wind up spending it doing errands and I may have to sleep a lot because I'm not missing the thing at the library on Saturday. I'm just like, I keep coughing and my nose is running, but like, I don't think I still have the flu because I'm not as exhausted. And I'm not going to get into details about the kind of cough I'm having. I think it's post-viral cough. It's a thing you can get and I cough anyway because of my asthma, so it's fun time. So yes, I just did a breathing treatment after work. But like a thing came in that I had to deal with and normally I would have just let it sit, but we're understaffed tomorrow and since I won't be in, there was no one knew when anyone would get to it and I was like, well, we can have the guy call tomorrow, so like I just had to set stuff up and get it ready. But I did finish Little Women, which you saw. The audiobook was really, really good. The death of Beth was very, very sad, and I knew it would be. They build it up very much like she will immediately get into heaven. There's a lot of moralistic writing in Little Women, so it is a lot about like getting into heaven, being a good person, that kind of thing. So they do establish that. We then do get a character I'd forgotten about, Professor Bear. So Jo winds up going away because she wants Beth and Lori to get together, but that doesn't happen. She just like gets it in her head that Beth is in love with Lori. Lori winds up going abroad again and spending time with Amy. And then his affections turn to Amy once Jo rebuffs him. Jo, though, has feelings for Professor Bear, so it's very sweet. We get a lot of weddings, even with the sadness. Their father also comes back because the war is over, so all of that occurs. The ending is full of like positive moments, and it does set up the second book, Jo's Boys, where Jo runs like a school, and I believe in that one a lot of her sisters like sons go there, and I feel like there's a Teddy again. Like Lori and Amy's son goes by the nickname Teddy. I could be wrong. It's been a hot minute since I read Jo's Boys. I read it when I read Little Women, but I'm not going to wind up reading Jo's Boys in this one. I definitely think I'm going to prioritize just trying to rest a little. I am watching the March Family Letters, so I was watching BookTube and I finished up, so I put that on. So the March Family Letters came out 10 years ago. It doesn't give me a date, but it says 10 years and 9 years, which really means 10 years because of YouTube math. And it was by Pemberley Digital, and they did the Lizzie Bennet Diaries, Emma Approved, a lot of very well-known like literary adaptation web series. And so this one was their Little Women one, and in this one they rewrite it so that Marmee is a single mother and the father has died, but she is the one in the military. So she's in the Canadian forces because this is all filmed in Canada. And so the sisters are together, and like because Meg is old enough, they can all just live, the four of them. They talk about moving around a lot because they're a military family. And then we learn that Hannah is checking in on them. I think Hannah is presented as just a friend of the family. And then there's still an Aunt March that Jo works for in this. She just talked about it. They do the plays. They kind of alter everyone's character a little bit. So because Meg is older, she works a lot. She's going to school, and she doesn't have any free time. And what she says is, oh, I wish we'd been born wealthy. I'd have more free time. So in this one, they have never had money. They've always just been who they are. Then Jo wants to be like a movie writer. So a writer, but in theater, not theater, but like in film, but still does her theater productions. Amy wants to be an influencer and is very much like, I just am gonna make myself cooler than everyone else, because she doesn't like moving around and being the new kid. So she's trying to make herself very important, and like everyone will want to be her friend. And then Beth, we haven't really gotten much of. She's very, very shy in this. I do know that she comes into it more as the series progresses, for the web series, and she plays the guitar and not the piano. And she has, I think it's leukemia. In the book, it's complications from scarlet fever that have weakened her, but in this, I think it's leukemia, because there is an episode that talks about bone marrow transplants, because I was flipping through the list of them. The episodes are very short. I don't even think there's one over 6 minutes. So they're between like 3 and 5 minutes, if not shorter. And then there's 50 episodes, but again, they're so short. I'm just gonna watch it because I haven't watched it in a long time. And then sometime this weekend, maybe tomorrow, I'm guessing Sunday though, we'll watch the Little Women movie. I'm not sure when. I want to watch it when I'm feeling a little bit better. I just feel like very congested. Like I feel congested, my head kind of hurts, and like my eyes feel tired. So yeah, and it's not like screen staring tired. It's like my eyelids feel heavy. And I also know it's not from the minor amount of eyeliner I decided to put on. So, Krista is at court. I do need to do dishes, because if I don't do them now, I'm doomed. And I hate when the sink gets too full. So I am going to do those, and then I'll spend some time with the pups, and I'm just gonna play this on my iPad. That's my plan, at least, because there's too many ads, which is not their fault. Like, it's the episodes are short, so there's an ad every episode. I really don't want to have to hit skip ad on our big TV, so I will just watch it on my iPad is the plan. Yes, I think that's an update. But I really enjoyed Little Women. It had been so long that I had forgotten things, but I genuinely really enjoyed re-listening to it and reading it. I did read some of it prior, and it is an Audible original, but it's an Audible original of the book, so still counts. So I really enjoyed it as an audiobook. It was a really good time. Also, it helped because, like, one, I had to work, so I couldn't really read. And based on how blah I feel, it felt nice to, like, productively be able to be like, yes, I finished Little Women, which I wanted to do as my first book of the year. The next, getting very tired. I am prepping for other videos for this month. I'm doing Winterween, so I have all those figured out. And then I'm doing another video, and I was figuring all of that out. And then I was figuring out stuff for a February video. Just in general, I was, like, brainstorming when I felt better earlier this morning. So I have that figured out. But I'm not going to tell you right now because I'm tired. And I have things I have to do. So I'm going to go. I don't know if I have tea. I feel like tea would be helpful. I would want to drink coffee, but I feel like I shouldn't have any more caffeine today. I don't know. I'll figure it out. I feel tired and blah. So I'm going to go relax for the rest of the evening without you. And hopefully I feel better. I think Krista's gonna let me sleep in tomorrow. She has physical therapy, and she was like, you can come or you can sleep if you want. So I'll probably do outs with the dogs and then go back to bed, and then maybe I can kick this by sleeping longer. I don't know. I do know we have a couple errands we have to run tomorrow, so we'll still be doing those, but they're mostly like driving places errands, so not too time intensive. I can sit in the car and look sick if I still don't feel well, but I have to feel better by Saturday, so wish me positive vibes, even though this video will have gone up after that, because I desperately want to go to this library event because it sounds like so much fun, and I really want a historical tour of my library because it's so freaking cool. There are giant statues, there are marble busts, there's a marble, like, entryway with all of the zodiac signs. Like, it's incredible, and I want to go on the tour, and I need to pick up books, but I really want to go on this tour. So wish me well. Worst case scenario, I think we have some emergency. Ugh, I could take that. Ugh, I hate that stuff. I took it once while on vacation, like numerous days in a row. It was terrible. It was so bad. But I have it, and I can take it if I need it. Alright, I'm gonna go. I have talked too long. But I will not talk to you until tomorrow, when hopefully I am feeling better. Oh, this is the mayor. I will be cuddling him on his sad face, because I like this face more than his happy face. But I will be cuddling him for the duration. I was cuddling him when I was sick, and I have continued to be like on top of him when I was sleeping because he's soft, and I like to think that he can make me feel better. I would cuddle my wife, which would be very nice, but she has to keep her hand elevated and there are puppies in the bed, so it's sometimes very hard to get to her. So I have the mayor, and I lay upon him. Alright, I'm gonna go. Me and my sniffly nose and my tired eyes. I will talk to you in the morning. Hopefully, again, feeling better and with coffee. So until tomorrow morning, or afternoon, depending on how I'm feeling, I bid you adieu, dear gremlins. Hello. These are our very fun Gilmore Girls cups. Krista's actually says Gilmore Girls. We're currently watching Gilmore Girls. Again, we had today requested off, and I felt horrible this morning, so I slept until like 12:30 about. And then we got up, and Krista was like, well, we should get food. So I got Taco Bell, and she got Wendy's. And then we came home, we ate. It's been a little while, it's almost 3 now. And Krista wanted coffee because she's cold. So I made her coffee. This is her cup. I got it for her for Christmas because she got me this cup. So I thought we should at least have pseudo matching cups. But yeah, so we're watching Gilmore Girls with our cups. And so we're gonna do stuff with the pups. I just need to feel better before tomorrow, so I'm trying to rest a lot today. I'm almost done with the March family letters, so I'll probably like blow through that real quick because I have 3 episodes left and they're really short. And then I'll update you on the March family letters, and then tomorrow or Sunday I think we're gonna watch the movie. I'll talk to you again at some point. Yes, but I want to show you the cups, so I'll talk to you later.
I'll tell you like this.
Adorable. 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 Oh, she does not like being filmed. Behold the cup. Behold the Gilmores.
What?
Alright,
Look, I
going back
need
to relax.
find out what's up with Paris and
Good morning. I'm not ready for the day, officially. So I am in my I was taking the dogs out sweatshirt, and I have some cozy pants on. I just took Krista up a cup of coffee and a bowl of these like rainbow Rice Krispie treat things. I'm making a breakfast sandwich and I have coffee, which I'm going to take a sip of. This coffee. I'm still drinking the pumpkin spice one, which is delicious. I almost made the double caffeine one, but I'm going with this for now. Today is the library day and I'm so excited. I am feeling better. I'm a little stuffy still, but I don't feel as like exhausted as yesterday. I'm gonna actually like brush my hair. Well, I kind of just like finger combed it before I started filming. But I'll like brush my hair, put on some eyeliner. I don't think I'm gonna do like any intense makeup, and like a comfy cute outfit to walk around. I need to ask if I can record it all during the tour. I'm hoping they'll let me, even if I'm just like, hey, can I record the floor? Like no faces, maybe just my face. Something like that, because I would like to show some of the tour. My mom also told me that I have to like pay really close attention and report back to her because she's really curious about the tour, but she doesn't live in the city or New York, so it's not like she can just come up for the day. And I'm really, really excited about it. Like, so excited, because the museum is beautiful. The library is beautiful. Could be a museum. And I just want to know all the things, because I know like a little bit, but it's all just like stuff from this podcast I listened to. And it was a really short interview they did with the, like, I think she's still the director. But they wanted to know more about like if the library was haunted, which is fine. I'm totally fine with that, but I really want to know like historical stuff, because there's so many interesting things. Like there's so many sculptures, there's a ton of art. Like I'm just so curious. So that's today. Oh, my sandwich is done. I gotta let it sit or I'm gonna burn my hand. I did want to tell you I finished the March Family Letters yesterday. I didn't have very much left, so I just finished it up. I know I told you some of it. So the change, some of the slight changes they make, they have Beth identify as asexual, and then Meg falls for Joan, who is Laurie's tutor, much like, which is kind of a tweak, because maybe Brooks is his tutor. Yeah, Brooks is his tutor. So it is like the same character, but they gender swap the character and then have Meg fall for her, and sort of realize that she is interested in at least this particular woman. So they're dating throughout. We end on, so it's 50 episodes, but again, they're really short. We end with Beth still in the hospital, and it's a bit like we've ended where Beth has scarlet fever and she's like still sick, but possibly getting better. She also, in this web series, it's not leukemia, it's some kind of anemia, but I can't remember, I'm sorry, but that's why she's in the hospital. So yeah, they end it at that point, which makes sense, because after Beth gets sick, there's kind of like that 3-year time jump and there's a bunch of stuff. They also say like these are supposed to be video diaries to Marmee, but Marmee's coming home. So it ends with Beth still in the hospital, with the hope that she will be better. And that's kind of it. I do wonder if, take another sip of coffee, if web series had continued to remain really popular, if perhaps they would have brought it back maybe the next year, and done more of the story with them being older. I don't know. It's a fun web series. I do think they tried a little too hard to fit some things in. Like they had Joe shave her head in solidarity with Beth in this, but Beth hasn't started any treatments where her hair could be falling out. It's just possible that she will. And I know it's because Joe cuts her hair in the book, but that is because she's cutting her hair to like send money to their father. So like I know they wanted that in there. I liked the plays. I thought the plays were a fun touch because that's a big thing for them. I'm also taking another sip of coffee. It's like, it was fun. It's probably not my favorite of all the literary web series that I used to watch. Carmilla is my absolute favorite, but I really liked the Lizzie Bennet Diaries, and I really liked this one. There was like the Kate Morland series. I forget what the name was now. It's been a long time. I really liked that one, and was that based on Middlemarch? I don't know. I really liked that one. And I also liked, these were like really minor, but this, I think the same channel did like a Babysitter's Club inspired one that was really cute, but it was like a short. Like I just thought that one was fun. But yeah, so this one is good. I just like, probably not my favorite, and revisiting it, I was like, not Like, it's good. I like the representation and parts of it are fun, but I was like, oh, this is probably why I haven't revisited you sooner, because I've seen Carmilla again, because I have just a lot of nostalgia for Carmilla, but I haven't really been like motivated to rewatch this one. The only thing left, Little Women wise, is the movie. So again, we're gonna watch the 1994 one. I think we'll probably watch it tomorrow because there's a football game tonight right after the library thing. So today will be the library thing. I don't know that I'll really check in with you much after that. I do need to remember to replace my memory card because this one is almost full. So I need to remember to do that before we leave. I think that's it. I think those are all my updates. Really enjoyed Little Women itself. I know I've already talked about the book, but I was kind of sick, so I'm just like, ugh. But I definitely recommend that audiobook I listened to. It was really good. I know you have to have Audible to listen to it, but it was really good. I would recommend it. But I'm gonna go. I'm gonna drink my coffee, eat my sandwich, then get ready because we also have to run to the store. I thought we had potato skins and we don't, and I had promised to make potato skins during the football game. Oh, they're gonna bark. There's a delivery truck outside. I gotta go. I will talk to you at the library or on the way to the library. Bye. I was gonna ask once we saw them. Oh, my camera does not like that it's daytime. I'm gonna spin in a circle. Ugh. Circles. Pan down. Oh, we are going to the circulation desk.
And the children. We have some of her books here and she painted that to show that books are sources of knowledge. There's going to be a little everyone one regardless of their age or status. A little bit into the tour, so there's a lot more to see. Besides a couple of check all of that. That would be very interesting.
Okay. All right, Sarah. Scavenger. Gotta get back.
Yeah. Scavenger hunt.
All right, folks.
Things were conducted here.
A couple things were conducted here. History. How are you? Medals.
In the military.
My youngest nephew looked up at my mom one day and she had her ribbons on. She said, "Nah, you've got a lot of medals." So these are all ancestors. These are ancestor numbers. So I descend from 13. So far I've found 13 people that fought in the American Revolution, and I can prove I lineally descend from each of them through various branches of my family. And then to honor America, it started like Morse code.
Fancy. Hello. You are balanced on a blender. I am making us some dinner because it is 4 o'clock. You should have seen the library stuff. So it was super busy, so it was really hard to film because like I didn't want to get any people in it as best as I could. I think there's a couple shots where you can see like a person's head, but I made sure no kids were in any of the shots just because I was like, ooh. It was really well attended. We got there early, but people were getting there early too. There were like free booths. Oh, I forgot to grab that. I have something else to show you besides what's in here. So there was like a free stuff booth. There was members of the library booth where you could like buy stuff, but also you can sign up to be a friend of the library, which at some point I might do, but you needed $15 and I had $15, but the issue is I wanted to get a coffee mug, which meant I would have needed more than that. So I just took the application. I can fill it out later if I want. I also, I don't know if we're actually going to do this, but I took video of it and even a photo. There's a tattoo shop doing a flash tattoo stamp, like fundraiser for the library, and you pay $70, you get a flash tattoo, and then proceeds from it go to the library. And I'm just like, what? That's so curious. So I don't know. I looked at them. I don't know. It was just so odd. Krista was like, well, one of these is cute, like this would work for you. So I don't know. $70 seems like a lot, though it's cheaper than this guy. We had to pay a flat rate for these when Krista and I got them done, and the guys apologized because our tattoos are both pretty small, and they were like, sorry, our price you have to pay for everything was like $100, and he was like, that's normally not how much, like anywhere else we would have paid less when we got these a while ago. But I don't know, maybe I'll do it. Let me know if you think I should get a bookish flash tattoo, and if you have suggestions. I'm not getting any of the Kurt Vonnegut ones. I know there were some, and I think one may have been from Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas, possibly. I feel like I knew some of them, and I swear to God one of them was a Kurt Vonnegut thing. But I don't know. Let me know your thoughts. But I wanted to show you, this is a bag that I got from my sister for Christmas. It is a Snoopy trick-or-treat bag, and I used it to pick up my books. So I had books in for a different video. Let me see what's on top here. Oh, one of these just needs to go upstairs. So I grabbed a program, mostly because my mom wanted to know about the library, but the tour wasn't as informative as I hoped it would be. So this has like the actual timeline of the library, so I thought I would send it to her, or next time she visits I would give it to her so she could like see it, because it does the full timeline of the creation of the library. And then this is the mug I mentioned. So this was a $10 donation to your library. So it's I need to wash it, but it's a Roswell P. Flower Memorial Library coffee mug. Nice size. I thought it was fun. I really wanted to get something from the donation table, so I did that. And then I'll show you the books I got for a video. So I have a video planned for the end of this month. I'm not going to tell you too much about it. But I need to start getting books for it. So these ones had come in. So Franny and Zoe? I think you say Zoe and not Zoe, but maybe it is Zoe. It's been a minute. J.D. Salinger, High Fidelity by Nick Hornby, and Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas by Hunter S. Thompson. So yes. Oh wait, is it Hunter S. Thompson? We're not getting into this, but these are 3 books for a video I'm filming at the end of the month. The rest are still coming in, and I have some books for February that weren't in yet either. I also managed to, I had a copy of Little Women I requested, but I already finished it, so I took a thumbnail with it at the library, which threw a couple people off, but I got my thumbnail, and that's all that matters. And then our library always has like a sale section in the downstairs where they call it like the little bookshop. Sorry, there's a ton of junk over there that we haven't organized. It's all mail. There's just random stuff all over this kitchen right now. And so I found 3 books in the like teen YA / kid section. This is I Thought My Soul Would Rise and Fly, which is a Dear America book. I owned this one and I saw it and I was just like, I'm gonna grab it, because I was thinking about it when I read that last Dear America during Christmas, and I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna grab it and I'm gonna read it. The next book I saw and decided to get is The Halloween Joker, which is a Wishbone super mystery, and it's Halloween themed, and I had to get it. Like, I saw it and I was like, I'm gonna read this in October and it's gonna be a delight. I used to own a ton of the Wishbone books, so I thought that would be fun. And then I have never read a Fear Street book, ever. But this, like, was on the shelf and I was like, I should totally get this. So it's R.L. Stein's Ghosts of Fear Street. And I just grabbed it because I was like, what? And so this is Shady Side Middle School. So this must be the like Goosebumps-esque version of Fear Street, like for a younger audience. So I'm very excited to read that. I think that's everything library related. Yes. Oh, except for the free things. They're way over there. Give me one sec. I'm gonna stop recording for a sec. I'm gonna grab those so I can show you. And then I need to move that. And then I'll be right back. One sec. Okay, last little bit. So Krista saw this bookmark. So I got a bookmark. It was just on one of the little tables you could grab it on your way out. And then we needed a pen to do the scavenger hunt. So I grabbed this. The pen is just like really tiny, but it's like a notepad, little calendar thing. So I grabbed this, and then Krista grabbed her own free thing, but she said she grabbed it for me. So it's a flower Memorial Library hat, which I will wear in the summer. So yeah, so I think that's everything now. I need to wash the cup before I use it because it was just like sitting out. But yeah, so it was fun. Our tour, I don't know if I already mentioned this. I did. But yeah, our tour guide is super nice. And like I've chatted with her before, but she was kind of quiet and they were running tours like concurrently. So sometimes it's hard to hear her just because it was so loud. And then like some of the stuff she was telling us, I already knew, which is not her fault, but like some stuff there's like plaques or like things around the library you can read about, and like I already read some of the stuff, so I was like, but I already know this. So I was like, this is nice, like I'm glad we're in here. One room that you got to see is never open to the public. It's the Daughters of the American Revolution room, the DAR room. And so I took a lot of video in there. You can probably hear people talking in those, but I'm not putting music over it. I'm just gonna put it in as it is. But that was really cool because there was a ton of like collectible stuff that I'd never seen before. So it was fun. I have done tours of the library before, and what sucked a little is I couldn't really get the rotunda because the rotunda is huge and people were hanging out in it. I've had that in another video where I took you to my library, but it's really pretty. I tried to show some of it. Oh, everyone is barking. I don't know where they're barking. I'm gonna go see what's going on. But that was it. I will talk to you later when my dogs are not barking like crazy. Hello from my side of the bed. Oh, my hair is doing a fun thing. There you go. We are in bed. It is...
that noise. You're not supposed to answer me.
I didn't know why you made the noise. I thought maybe you wanted to say something.
No.
We're laying in bed with various Roddies. It is late in the evening. I haven't vlogged all day. I napped with Parker in the bed for a little while. And I just did not feel like vlogging, especially because the only thing left for the vlog is really to watch Little Women, the movie from 1994.
We're still getting over the flu.
Yes. I was still really tired today. So I just wanted to sleep. But as it has gotten to the evening and we have to get up very early tomorrow because Krista has physical therapy,
Before work.
Yes, before work. We are starting Little Women now because it's about 2 hours. We decided to just buy it digitally. I think we have it on DVD, but this DVD player is not hooked up and it's a task to do so. So I didn't. So yes, we're gonna watch Little Women, and that will be, I'll do like an end clip probably tomorrow morning since I'll be up very early. I know, I'm gonna switch. You're gonna see Kira. There's also a lot of laundry, but so this is the Chloe. And then this is the Kira. Hi, Kira. Hello. Hi. Alright.
I was like, come to me.
I showed you. Hi.
It's been informer photogenic.
I see.
I love the camera, and the camera loves me.
This is true. This is very true. There are kitties in the
My
bathroom.
name is now McSnufflebutt.
Oh yes, you did get renamed today. Yes, so Chloe is relaxing with her, I don't know what kind of plushie this is, but it's a corgi plush that we've named Clover. And she's doing that, but we are gonna watch the movie, and even though it's late, we're both having coffee. Krista has hers in her Gilmore Girls cup, and oh no.
Oh, no.
Oh, that's not, nope.
Bad decision.
Nope,
Bad decision.
nope, okay. We're gonna start the movie though. Movie is queued up. We'll do a little clip with me and the coffee in the movie. Alright, I gotta go save my wife from Roddy's 2-1 coffee.
Stop, Kira.
So the movie is over. And neither Kira nor Chloe will get up. We turned on the light. I thought maybe that would work. And Krista really needs to get up because we have to clean her hand, like we have to put medicine on it for the night. But they're not getting up. So, oh no, we're hunkering. That's a hunker. Kira,
all of our weight down into my legs.
Yep, Kira already stretched before I turned the camera on, and Chloe's just going back to sleep. So I need to do something about that. I suppose I should also just end the video. I'll flip it around to me really fast, and then I will help my wife escape. Hi! So we watched the movie. Remains my favorite Little Women adaptation. It's very sad. Though all adaptations are in theory sad, because death. But yes, so it was very good. This was a very fun, cozy video. I feel like even if it wasn't filmed, I was mostly in bed for a lot of this video. Oh yes, Krista did suggestive eye wiggles, and I was literally asleep anytime I was in this bed, or watching Gilmore Girls, I think. But yeah, so we read Little Women / listened to the full cast audio, watched March Family Letters, watched this adaptation, and you got to see my library, and get, like, enjoy very fun bookishy library things. Okay, I gotta go. But that's the video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more of me, please subscribe. I have a bunch of video plans for this year so far. Please comment if you want to do an emoji. What's a good emoji? Is there a book stack? Do we know? You should do a book. Like a book. If there's not a book emoji, do a flower, because of Flower Memorial Library. Alright. I think that's it. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna help my wife escape this bed, and then we'll probably watch Gilmore Girls and then go to sleep. So, goodbye, gremlins.